this is Adam from That Martial Arts Guide. Today we're going to be going over the basics of stick work. Pretty much just how to hold the stick and the angles of attack so that you can use them to practice stick and knife work as part of your routines. First of all, if you've never done any stick work before, please make sure that you're using the appropriate kind of stick. This is made out of rattan, which means it's quite tough and you will break before it breaks. So if you're learning stick work, if you're learning any weapon which you're a little bit unsure of, don't jump in at the deep end and find the toughest version. Make sure that you're using a foam version or a plastic version, something which is going to break before it breaks you. So there are two ways that we hold the stick for Filipino martial arts. However, any system which has stick fighting in it tends to only use these two. And they are heaven, where it's pointing towards heaven, and then earth, when it's pointing towards the earth. And most people have a puño of 3 fingers width approximately at the base, which they can use to hit at very close range with the stick. And it's extremely useful for puño sombrado when it's moving through these kind of motions, and the witik and the abanico, all techniques which we'll look at in just a while. Good to have that puño there. So that's called puño, and that's the base, the stub of the stick.
So we can apply the 12 angles of attack that we're going to go through later on to the single stick. As you can see, I've just got stick in one hand, and then the empty hand is used to cover and trap. We can also apply them to double stick, as you see here. Now, double stick looks quite fanciful, but it's actually extremely practical, extremely dangerous to have 2 blunt weapons. We have the single knife, as you can see. Once again, I've got one hand is armed and the other one is a live covering and trapping hand, and this uses the angles of attack as well. We have the double knife, which we use in much the same way as we do double stick. In certain ways, we act as if we're boxing with the knives in our hands in many ways. Then we have stick and dagger, which is extremely effective because you can have a huge variety of attacks and counters with one blunt and one edged weapon. Then we have the empty hand, which also uses the angles of attack. It's a little harder to see, it will be explained later on why, but we use the empty hand in much the same way as we do the weaponized combat.
So now you've seen what we would apply the angles to, I'm actually going to show you what they are. In so many different systems, they have so many different ways of doing things. Some systems only have 5 or 6 angles that they use to practice their techniques off. Basically, it's an easy way of categorizing a hit. If we were doing it in punches, say, any punch which is going sort of like an overhand right would be on an angle 1, which I'll show you with the stick is that across there, that's an angle 1. And then anything which is backhand, like a hammer blow, goes over here, that's going to be an angle 2 with the stick. It's just easier to show people with the stick, so that's what I'm going to use. Okay, so let's begin. I'll show you them with stick, then I'll show you them with knife a little bit quicker. I don't necessarily know if I've got them in the right order, but we're going to do the 12 Kali Illustrissimo system angles, and this is essentially how we learn different categories of strike, irrespective of weapon or no weapon, in the case of empty hand. So we have angle number 1, which goes down on a 45-degree angle, combined with angle number 2 here, creates an X, so that's 1, and that's 2. 1 and 2. Angle number 3, well, if we do 1, 2, angle number 3 cuts the body in half, straight through the ribs, and number 4 goes straight through the middle again, followed by angle number 5, which is a straight stab up the centre. So what we have to begin with is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Angle number 6 is straight down the centre, stabbing with the forehand direction, so it's going to go over the top here. From the original 5, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's the 6th angle according to how I know them. Again, it doesn't have to be the 6th angle, it could be the 7th, could be the 8th, but this is another one. Angle number 7 is going on the same line, but it's going from the backhand direction, so I'm going here. Straight forward again, over the top, but with the backhand direction. If I have that angle on somebody, especially if I had a knife, it's a really cheeky little angle to get through. People don't expect it to happen. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which most people know about. Then we have the somewhat awkward angle number 6 and awkward angle number 7. We then have angle number 8, backhand upward, angle number 9, upward forehand, get it right. And we have those 2. We then have the round stabs with the stick, and on the other side here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down the centre, 7 down the centre, 8, 9, 10 around the edge, 11 around the edge here, and then straight down the center we have angle number 12, and that's the last one of the series. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and straight down the center, and that's 12.
So once more with knives this time we have angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6 down the centre, angle 7 again, upward, 8 and 9. Then we have 10 around the edge, 11 around the edge, and 12 is the one down the centre.
So there you have it, guys. That's the 12 angles of attack in Kali. Kali is also known as Arnis or Escrima. But you're going to hear loads of different family names for that particular group of martial arts, which comes from the Southeast Asia Pacific region. If you ever hear about Sinawali or Balintawak or Illustrissimo, all of these are related to each other. They all use stick, knife and empty hand techniques, and we're going to be doing loads more videos on those as time goes by. But until then, please subscribe so that you're made aware of any new videos that we've got coming out. I've been that martial arts guy, and I hope to see you soon.